Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We're pleased to be joined by none other than Daniel Silvestri. Of course, you may know him from the Cars Tour last year. We'll get to those plans in a moment. But how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good right now, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So what have you been up to?
Well, just taking a break. I just got off of school, so I'm on a month break from Virginia Tech. So I go back for the spring semester in about a week. And then right now, just staying home, hanging out with family and friends that I haven't seen in a little bit, and then getting ready for the spring semester.
Yeah, for sure. I bet Philadelphia is always a fun place, isn't it?
Yeah. I loved hanging out with my family up there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's talk about obviously, do you have any racing plans for 2022? Where are we at in terms of that?
Well, we're still working on some plans in 2022. When we announce them, we'll definitely let people know. We're just trying to figure a few more things out, but they're almost finalized. We're getting ready to announce those, soon, which I'm really excited about. We're still just working on some more sponsorship stuff. We're always looking for funding, so that's just to continue to plan. It's just to continue to look and continue to find, what we need to be able to race every single weekend. But we're really excited about 2022, and I'm excited to kick the season off.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So talk about all the success that you had last year. That had to be something.
Well, I feel like it was a really good year. I mean, obviously, it was a lot of up and downs, and so the ups made the season just that much better because we struggled sometimes. And so when you go through those struggles, anytime you reward yourself with a good finish or a really cool moment in your career, I think that makes it 10 times more special. So that's really just the story of our year. One week would be down, and the next week would be up, and usually it's up in a huge way. So I really enjoyed racing the car store last year. Obviously, got to win, set the pole at Martinsville, had some really strong finishes in some of the bigger races in the car store. So, and along with that, we had some finishes that were just not where we needed to be. And so with that, every time you don't finish where you want to be in the next race, you come back and you win it. That makes it better because you feel like you're overcoming the problems that you've been trying to struggle with.
So what do you want to do next year? I mean, obviously, do you know where you want to be?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be late model stock racing still. Obviously, we're just trying to figure out what is the right spot for me right now, and that really comes down to whether it's car store racing or running a more of a local advanced auto parts weekly series schedule that involves racing more for points. We're just trying to figure out what works. I really loved racing the car store, but it is a lot to do when you're running around to different tracks, and they added more tracks, and you're testing so much. So you have to weigh your options equally. Obviously, if money was not an option, it wasn't not a factor, I'd be racing the car store every year. I think it was the greatest series I've ever been a part of. And those guys do a real good job putting on a professional show. But right now, you got to take the factors and things that are at hand and make the right decisions. So we're gonna weigh everything out, but it'll probably most likely be late model stock racing this year. And then we're looking at stuff up in the higher series as well, but nothing's we don't know if anything's been put together yet.
Okay. Overall favorite event from last year?
I'd say Martinsville. That's still such an amazing event, something really really cool to do. And I think racing in front of all those fans, all those people, racing against that top tier of competition, seeing that many cars at a racetrack was always really cool. So I don't think anything can top Martinsville every single time you go there.
Okay. Yeah, it is definitely for sure. So what have you been doing? What have you been up to the last few months?
Well, just going hang out with friends. We went to family. I spent Christmas up with family. Being at college, that's just a full party. So hang out, doing college. Just finished my first semester at Virginia Tech. And we're getting ready to do some snowboarding. I'm going snowboarding with my buddies tomorrow, and I'm going to Colorado here in a few days, and then coming back for spring semester. And so that's just kind of what I'm doing as well. Just trying to focus on racing and then also have a lot of fun with the friends and family I'm with right now.
Yeah, for sure. You've been going to a lot of Virginia Tech stuff. How's that been?
Oh, it's been great. I've really, really loved it. The school is really, really fun. There's a lot of great group of people I've met. It's cool to be sometimes outside of racing, because you pour your life into the sport and sometimes you neglect the other parts of your life. So, going to college is good, and getting a degree and meeting new people and hanging out with them. The football games have been a great time. But pretty much anything I've gone to has been really, really fun, really amazing. The staff takes care of you. All the classes are great. I've really liked all my professors. So, it's been an A+ semester, definitely.
So what kind of, how many classes are you kind of taking right
So I'm taking 5 to 6, so 15 to 18 credits. I don't really need to take any more. When I was in high school, I took some pre-college, like dual enrollment classes, so they all transferred over. So I'm right now going to be a sophomore this semester, in terms of credits. So I'm a little ahead. So right now I'm just taking 15 to 18, working on deciding what's my specific major. I'm going to be a business student, but the specific specification of what that major is going to entail is kind of what I have to figure out. But other than that, it's kind of a normal course load.
now? Yeah. Aren't you a Philly sports fan too?
Yes, I am. Big time Eagles fan. We made the playoffs. I don't know how long we're gonna stay in the playoffs. Probably not long. Probably the first round. If I'm gonna have to be honest, we're probably gonna get out first round. But I'm at least surprised that we actually made it. That team was not. I didn't think we were gonna make it this year, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, we won't get into the other teams. Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
The Sixers and Flyers are something else.
Sixers are okay. Flyers, no. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Um, so when do you, really going into that, what do you want to set goals at, and what's been, what are you most looking forward to this year?
Well, I'm itching to go back racing. I think that's the plan. I'm interested to see how it goes. I really feel like, if things fall the right way, which I think they will, I think we can be looking at a really successful year this year. And so, I'm looking forward to continue to prove myself and improve who I am on the racetrack, and that's my goal. Every single time I go out there, I think I want to continue to turn heads and continue to show people what I can do. And so I'm really looking forward at this year. I really think I can do it.
All right. Daniel Silvestri, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Good luck. And we'll look forward to hearing what your 2022 plans are.
Thank you very much for having me on.